everyone, it's Karen with Yes Please PaperCrafts, and in today's video I'm going to be doing my second layout for the mini kit Monday challenge for April. And I did create a page kit for this layout, and I have a video on my channel where I took my entire kit and I created 4 additional page kits in addition to the one that I've already done. So I have a couple videos on my channel, and I will put links on the description below to those videos for this Mini Kit Monday series. Okay, so for this layout I am using this acetate sheet as a background, and this acetate is really cute. It has polka dots, and it is from the Maggie Home Shine collection, and I wanted to use that just to kind of challenge myself. I'm going to be putting the acetate on top of a white cardstock, and then I'm going to map my picture with a white cardstock, and I'm looking for some paper that I can use to put behind my picture to kind of separate it a little bit more and make it stand out from this polka dot background. And so I'm kind of flipping through some different paper that I have here, looking for something that I can use for my layout. So I did look through the papers that I had in the kit, and I didn't find anything, so I kind of am going off the kit and going into my stash in my craft room, trying to find some paper that I can use for my mats. So I didn't really think about this when I was pulling together this page kit, what kinds of paper I would need to do the mat, and I really thought it would be cute if I could pull in a floral, and so that's kind of what I'm looking for here. So I'm going to look through this collection. This is from Lori Whitlock. It's Echo Park, and I think it's called Celebrate Spring. And I really liked how colorful these papers were, and I did decide to pick out a floral here. And I'm going to go through the whole process of cutting that floral and using the back side of it to cut a couple of strips of this stripe paper that was on the back of that floral. And then once I got that all put together, I decided that I would go ahead and take the acetate out of the plastic bag that it came in from the manufacturer, and I took it out of the plastic and put it onto that white cardstock. Then I put this matted piece on top of that, and I realized that the colors in the acetate were so much darker than I was thinking they were. It looked so much different without that plastic packaging that it came in. And so I ended up spending all this time matting this picture, and I'm going to go back later and look for another piece of floral pattern paper that I can use with this layout. And I really did you know, kind of regret choosing that paper, but it was cute paper. It just did not go with the background that I had selected. So I wasn't going to change my background, so I just thought, well, I'm just going to go ahead and find another paper to use. So this paper really didn't go because it was too pastel, and I just was struggling here as I started to put all the embellishments on, and I looked at the background with that paper, and it was just really standing out a lot. So I'm going to pull in this Bella Boulevard Pandas and Popsicles collection. This is a summer collection, and it's really cute, and it has some more vibrant colors. It also has a darker blue, which better matches the polka dot paper, that acetate that I'm using for my background. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut this paper to the same size that I had the other paper. I'm also going to take this stripe that is in this paper that it has these border strips, and I'm going to cut this stripe out, and I'm going to use it in a similar way that I had with the other stripe. So I'm kind of copying my design, just changing my papers. So the picture that I'm using for this layout is a picture of my sister Jeannie and her 3 kids, and this picture is from 2002, and my nieces and my nephew are all in college now, so this picture is fairly old, and but it's still a really cute picture, and I wanted to go ahead and scrapbook it. And I love the pop of lime green on this layout, and so I added some frames there that I cut apart. And I'm still trying to use that camera. That was a camera I pulled out of an illustrated faith collection, and it didn't really go with the other papers and embellishments that I had on my layout. And so I'm just going to leave it off. Now, I did decide to leave that giraffe in there. I pulled that out of, I'm trying to remember what it was. I think it was the Dear Lizzie New Day collection, and it was an ephemera pack. And I just thought that was so funny when I was going through that ephemera pack and I found that giraffe, and I thought that'd be kind of cute to have it peeking up over the top of the picture. The title, The Say Cheese, is from the Vicki Boutin Color Kaleidoscope, and it's the Colorful Phrases Thickers, and the title is Say Cheese. And I did kind of struggle a little bit trying to get this title on there because that piece that was right under it, it's kind of like a little, I don't know what you would call that, but it was, I wanted it to stick up above the pattern paper, but then my title wasn't fitting there the way I wanted it to. So I'm going to end up moving this all down. And I thought it came out much better because I liked that the picture was further down toward the bottom of the layout. So this layout probably would have taken me less time and been a really quick layout if I hadn't have had the problems with the pattern paper and now with this title, because I did spend quite a bit of time gluing stuff down and then ripping it back up. One of the advantages of having this acetate as my background, it was super easy to get stuff to come off of it. So that was, I guess, a plus for using the acetate. One of the challenges with using the acetate was when I went to take pictures at the very end, I was really having a hard time with the reflection from the camera flash or from the lights. Anything that I tried to put there to light it up was creating these really weird shadows. And it really does look a lot different in person, and I wish that I could have gotten better pictures. But I do have some still pictures and some close-ups at the very end of this video if you want to stick around for that. Okay, so I think I've gotten this all back together, and I did pop up the little giraffe on some foam tape. I also popped up that speech bubble on foam tape, and I'm just trying to fine-tune this title here and trying to get that on to where it looks good. And I really love that when I moved the picture down, it really created more balance with the whole layout. So I was kind of happy that I had problems with the title because I moved my layout and I like it so much better. Okay, so now we're going to start looking at some more embellishments for this layout. And I had pulled these chipboard pieces off of the Amy Tangerine Good Vibes chipboard. It was like a 12 by 12 chipboard. But I didn't really like them once I had this layout kind of more finished because they had more of a purple and aqua and just kind of different colors. And they just didn't really seem to go with this layout. So it was really interesting to me that when I incorporated the giraffe and then the Say Cheese title, that my layout kind of started going in a whole nother direction. So, okay, so I'm going to look at these Vicki Boutin thickers. This is from the Colorful Kaleidoscope, and this is a bunch of just little sayings. And I found this one, I think it says Big Smiles, and I thought that that would be super cute, and it brings the pink down to the bottom of the layout. So I have the pink title, Say Cheese, and then I have that pink chipboard piece down there that said Big Smiles. And I thought that went really well. So I'm looking at these puffy stickers that I got from the Dollar Tree. They're little birds, but I ended up not pulling anything from there. I'm also going to look at these Vicki Boutin, they're like enamel shapes, but I didn't get anything from that one either. I actually looked at quite a few different embellishment packs. And I decided to look through my bin that I had. I had some washi tape and some paper clips, flare buttons, and things like that. So I'm going to go through and look through this bin to see if I can find anything. And I tried out a couple of different things, but I did put a butterfly there, but later that's going to come back off of the layout. And I did want to put some enamel dots, but I wasn't quite ready to do that. So I'm going to pull in this 12 by 12 cardstock sticker sheet from Amy Tangerine's Oh Happy Day. And I did find quite a few things on here. I pulled off a word sticker that said beautiful, and I'm going to add that to the speech bubble. And then I also found a couple of little birds that I'm going to add. And I did try out a few word stickers here, different ones, and I just decided that I didn't really want to add any of those. I think I also tried out a little camera, and I did add some foam tape to that camera. And I love that little camera. I just wish it didn't have so much black. It just stood out too much against my layout, and it didn't really go with anything else that was there. So I'm going to end up not using that little camera. And you might think that being a little bit picky with my embellishments, but I had a certain mood and feel that I was going for with this layout. And I think that sometimes when you want a layout to go in a certain direction, you kind of have to find the right things that are going to work with your layout. And so I was okay with just trying different things until I found the things that I really liked. And I really did think it was really cute adding the birds, and I loved the beautiful that I found for that speech bubble. Now the speech bubble was a little plain, and I do apologize that I had my layout so far up that you can't see the top of the layout, and I really did not notice that until later, so I really apologize for that. So I'm going through some of the different embellishments that I had in my kit, and this 2x2 paper pad from Paige Evans, and just looking to see what else I could find. I'm trying to find something to fit on that speech bubble to kind of, there's kind of like an empty space. It just needed something up there at the top of my layout. And so as I was trying to go through and look at the different embellishments I had, I noticed this paper from the Bella Boulevard Pandas and Popsicles collection, and it had this really cute border strip with these little bugs. And so I'm going to spend a few minutes fussy cutting out two of these little bugs. One kind of looks like a bee, and I'm going to pop that up, or it might be a ladybug, but it's really cute. I'm going to pop it up over there on top of the speech bubble at the top of my layout. And then the other one kind of looks like a little snail, and I'm going to put that one right under my title and just kind of add something to that embellishment cluster there. So I really, it was just kind of a happy accident, I guess, that I had that paper sitting there and I was able to find those little bugs, because I thought it went perfectly with having the little giraffe and then having little birds, and then just having those little bugs just adds a little bit more to this layout. So I did go ahead and add some foam tape to these little birds, and I'm going to go ahead and put those onto the layout. And I'm just going to start making sure everything is glued down and kind of finishing this up. And the last thing I'm going to be doing is adding in some enamel dots. I also brought in a flare. If you can see up there at the top next to that speech bubble, I found that flare in my kit. It was in that bin with my other flares. And I thought that one worked so much better than the one that I had with the little heart. And so I kind of traded that out, and I put that at the top of the layout. Okay, so the other thing that I did was I did pull out a puffy sticker from the Dollar Tree, and it was, I had a whole sheet of these snail stickers, and I put one of those little snails down there at the bottom of the layout. And that's going to be pretty much it for this layout. So I'm really excited about doing this Mini Kit Monday challenge, and I think it's fun to do these layouts, and also to go out and watch everyone else's videos and see what they're doing with their kits. And I have links in the description below to all of the Mini Kit Monday ladies YouTube channels, and also the other guest designer Kelly Oblick's channel. So be sure to go and check them out. And if you like this video, please give it a like. If you would like to see more videos, please subscribe. I'd love to have you join my channel. And that's all I have, so y'all take care, and we'll see you next time. Bye now.